So guys, welcome on back here to Italy. Yes, I can't have enough of this place, can I? Promised you guys a castle. I promised myself a castle. And I do not want to leave this country without seeing a goddamn castle. Hello everyone, I am Lewis, you are watching Lost in Travel, and this is one of the coolest places I have ever started off one of my travel vlogs. Welcome on here to Liechtenstein. Right now I'm in Vaduz, Liechtenstein, and I am doing a day trip here from Switzerland. But last time you guys saw me, I was actually just about to get ready to leave Switzerland. So I want to take you back there and show you how I've ended up in the fourth smallest country in all of Europe. Let's go back to Tirano in Italy. So last time you saw me, I was in St. Moritz in Switzerland after just finishing one of the most incredible voyages on the Glacier Express, my very first panoramic train. And immediately after that, I actually got back on the train and I came from St. Moritz to Tirano here in Italy. So this is now my 6th time in Italy on a separate occasion because, you know, I just love this place so much, and I actually congratulate myself with that honour by going for a pizza and an Aperol Spritz, because when in Italy, when else do you do that? And also, can I just tell you something? I love not being in Switzerland for 24 hours. The price of my pizza and Aperol Spritz altogether came to €13.50. €13.50. In Switzerland, you could even get a cheese and tomato margherita pizza for 20 Swiss francs. This is amazing, and this is why I love Italy so much. But anyways, I'm only here for one night because I am actually waking up in the morning and going towards another panoramic train because I just can't get enough of them either. So I guess welcome to Tirano. This town is really quiet, but it's a small town, and sometimes I love coming out to the smaller towns here in Italy because they just pack a punch, don't they? Oh, it's continuing on forever. Oh, don't I love being back in this country. But this video is not just going to be covering Italy, it's not just going to be covering Switzerland, because tomorrow I'm also hoping... Are you done? I'm also hoping on visiting Liechtenstein.
I figured we'd go dancing tonight. What do you say? I figured I could spin you around. What do you say? Or maybe we could leave this town like we always planned to. And maybe we just sell our house, build a barn, buy a couple cows, then get a tattoo.
The best part about coming to this region of Italy altogether is obviously the Alps. Just being able to look around you, it's just the Alps, just circling the entire town. Like, this is what I love about this, and this is why I'm going to keep on coming back. Also, I love this, my 6th time in Italy, and I've still not seen Rome. This is really becoming a running joke at this point. So I am now a month into Interrailing, and it sounds surreal to actually be saying that out loud to you guys. I've lasted an entire month solo and I've had the best time. Honestly, there's been some difficulties to this trip. Obviously, being solo comes with its own struggles. Being on my feet on the go constantly brings its own struggles, and I also get quite overwhelmed. But I've had a real good detox in nature recently in Switzerland, and it's really made me put my priorities in front, and I've noticed what I love, and this is what this trip is all about, is really finding my comfort in travel and realising what style I like. I've noticed being on this trip that 2 months maybe is a bit too long for me, just because I love to create content and put my all into each travel trip I do. So doing it on the go for that length of time is tiring, but it's just amazing. Like, I'm just sitting here right now looking up at the Duomo of Tirano, looking at the Alps in that direction, and I just can't believe that this has been my life for the past month, and it's still going to be my life for the next month. Like, I have had a phenomenal time. I've managed to get myself out here, which is something I cannot believe I managed to do. Like, I must not have a lot of confidence in myself, because I made it to Tirano in Italy. I've made it through 5 countries in the last month, and I'm here to tell the tale. I almost died though, as you remember, when I was go-karting on the Alps. But apart from that, this has just been a trip of a lifetime. Like, I know it's a trip of a lifetime because I'm never going to do it again in my lifetime, but it's just really shown me how much travel means to me in my life. But it's also let me see what other things mean to me in my life. I miss my family, I miss my friends, I miss Edinburgh, I miss Scotland. Like, there's so much stuff that I've had to put aside for this trip. But then I realised, like, when you get the chance to do a trip like this, like, it only does come around once, and I am making the most of every single second going forward, including tomorrow, because I'm going to go on another Panoramic Express, and I can't wait, guys. Anyways, I'll see you in the morning with that. Good morning, guys, and welcome on board the Bernina Express.
I walk this road, it takes me home where skies are blue. I walk this road because I know it leads to you. No matter when, no matter what, I have a place to go.
Can't believe that that's both Panoramic Express trains done here in Switzerland. The EU Pass has saved me so much money being able to get both of those trains, and I had an extraordinary time. The views, they were just amazing. Like, you can't really say anything else but that. I was trying to get some work done on the 2 trains, but I just couldn't. I just had to stare at the view for the whole duration, and it was an incredible time. The Bernina Express is a little bit shorter, going in at about almost 5 hours, but some of them go in like similar paths, so some of the views I've already seen, but it was nice to be able to see them again. And I arrived in Chur, which I've been calling Chur for quite a long time. I've just found out it's actually pronounced Chur or Chur or something crazy like that. But I'm not in Chur anymore. Welcome here to Liechtenstein, everyone. I decided that I want to mark a new country off. It's been a little while. I've done Switzerland, I've done France, I've done Italy. It's been about a week since I've marked off a new country. So, welcome here, everyone, to the 4th smallest country in Europe. I'm in Vaduz, the capital of Liechtenstein.
Oh, perfect love, come near to me. From hatred, help me part, so I may bless my enemy with glimpses of thy heart.
So on the path going towards Vaduz Castle, I thought I'd give you some information on Liechtenstein itself, because there's a country that I never knew until recently. I'm assuming that not everyone watching this video may know about the country of Liechtenstein and just want to find out a bit more. Well, it is indeed the 4th smallest country in Europe. I've already discussed that. They speak German as their official language. It is on the border of Switzerland and Austria, so it is landlocked. It doesn't have any sea, and I just think it's such a hidden gem, hidden in between the Alps. Another cool fact is, yeah, they might speak German, but they do not use the euro despite being in the EU. Liechtenstein use the Swiss franc, so nothing's changed from my point of view from coming straight from Switzerland. The only annoying thing is, it just seems to be as expensive as Switzerland, and I'm assuming that is because the castle that I'm walking to right now, I actually cannot get into it because the royal family of Liechtenstein live in that very castle. This place is a monarchy. Also, let me fill you in on how to get to this hidden gem of a country. So from Chur, I'm assuming most of these will probably come from Zurich. Zurich's probably the closest big city. But if you were ever in Chur, you just have to get a train to a little town called Saragon. I really should have re-found that out. Let's find out. Oh, there's a bee! Oh, a wasp or something. I've got it here. Sargan. So you go from Chur to Sargan, and then from there you can just get a bus right here to Vaduz. It takes about an hour from Chur, so that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to be in Chur, I don't really know much to do there. Oh, wait a second, I'm an hour out from Liechtenstein. I'm going to go tick off my 23rd country overall. So upon arriving here in Liechtenstein, first call to action was I went up to the tourist information desk, and an interesting fact that you can do here, and it's exclusive to this country and San Marino, which is another really small country here in Europe, which is landlocked in Italy, is you can get your passport stamped for 3 Swiss francs. Hello there. I've heard that you can get your passport stamped as like a souvenir. Yeah, I thought that was sounds like a pretty cool thing to do.
But we charge €3 and Swiss francs.
For you? Yeah, that's cool. So that sounds a bit strange, like why would I get my passport stamped? Well, it's just a cool souvenir. Liechtenstein does not have an airport, so to be able to get your passport stamped, now like I'm one of the exclusive people that has that done, you know, so I'm cool. And I also went and got my mum a fridge magnet, because whoever comes home with a fridge magnet from Liechtenstein, I guess me now.
Here we are, on the edge of mystery. We long for a life of new discovery.
Well, this is mildly disappointing. Doesn't construction ruin everything? Well, at least I can say I've been to Liechtenstein, but the castle is fully under construction. I put the drone up and you literally can't see a single bit of the castle. It's one of the most beautiful castles in the area, so that's a bit annoying. I'm now quite curious if the royal family are actually still staying in the castle at this moment in time. If I was the Prince of Liechtenstein, let's say, I don't know if I'd be too happy with my whole house being covered in construction. So, have they been relocated to another castle, another kind of palace, or are they just living behind pipes and loads of just rubble? I don't know. I really don't know, and it's a bit annoying, but what can I do? You know, there's 130 rooms in there. I guess they've got to keep it maintained, and to be optimistic, I guess this means I just need to come back to Liechtenstein. This just gave me another reason to come back to Vaduz and see this castle in all of its glory. At least the Liechtenstein countryside is absolutely dramatic. Like, look at that. Because it's so small, you can see it for miles. I actually checked, Austria is only 40 minutes drive away. So Liechtenstein, the whole country, is basically half an hour from one side to the other. So it is such a small place. But God, it's got a lot of landscape to offer. And the Alps, I'm assuming that this is a low-key destination for skiing and those type of winter activity holidays. So if you're finding Switzerland or France or Austria to be a bit too expensive to come and do skiing, why don't you check out Liechtenstein? You might be able to get good deals. I can't wait to return to France in a couple of days' time. And I never thought I'd be actually saying that, but it is because Switzerland and Liechtenstein, because they both use the Swiss franc, It is so expensive here, like out of the wazoo expensive. Like I didn't even know this kind of money existed. Like who would get a cheeseburger? Like I'm honestly looked at a menu today, and a cheeseburger was 34 Swiss francs. That's £32 for a burger and fries. Oh god. But anyways, I do not know what that statue was behind me. I just thought it was funny to have there. At least the views make up for it.
Well, nobody can reach me with my head in the clouds. I know I'll be somebody, no matter how hard they try to pull me back down.
If you are wondering the same thing I was, which is, if Liechtenstein has got all of this influence from Switzerland, why does it not just join Switzerland? Like, why does it remain such a small country? And does it just become a canton, which is in other words, a region in Switzerland? The main reason is because if it did so, it would have to lose its monarchy, and I do not think that is something it's going to do. So then I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. So that is what Vaduz Castle should look like right now. So the sun is beginning to set on our Liechtenstein adventure, but I promised you guys a castle, I promised myself a castle, and I do not want to leave this country without seeing a goddamn castle. So there was a castle I saw on the way to the capital city, which wasn't on construction. I was like, oh my god, that is an amazing castle. I actually thought it was the Vaduz castle at first, but it's not. It's Bolzersburg, or Berg, or I think that means castle in German. I've decided to look at the bus timetable. I've noticed that I can come here for maybe about half an hour, put the drone up, see this castle in all of its glory at sunset time, and then I'll jump on the next bus and I'll make my way back into Switzerland, and then yay, at least we've seen a castle in Liechtenstein. So I'm in the direction to this one. Let's see it in all of its amazing castle like bricks. What am I on about? Okay, let's get up there.
Nothing will prepare you for the ordinary war. If you're sitting waiting, you'll be waiting evermore. Living underwater, I just learned to hold my nose. Drinking from the fountain with a million lonely souls.
I have actually not seen many castles in Europe. I've seen loads in Scotland, and I'm such a castle lover. Basically because I'm from the country that's got all of them, you know? Even though Germany does have more. But this, when I think of European castles, this is the one I think of. By the way, it's not called what I thought it was called. It is actually called Haus Gutenberg. And Haus Gutenberg, you are incredible. What a way to end my 4 hours or whatever in Liechtenstein. This is definitely the craziest place I have ever stayed. There's 18 beds here.
If there were only 2 trees in the forest, and we were those trees, roots intertwined beneath the ground, communicating with no sound. When the wind comes and the rain falls and we're bending in the air, it's just you, it's just me, it's just us.
So good morning guys, I have now just checked out of my hostel, and I thought before I make my way to Zurich, why not I have a little explanation of where I'm staying. So right now I'm staying in Chur. I think I've been in Chur for about the last year, and I heard someone pronounce it as Chur. So Chur or whatever. This place is phenomenal, guys. I had a lovely stroll around the old town. I'm falling off the curb there. I'm really happy that I actually decided to do this and not just get the train, because this town is really, really pretty, and there's just something about the calmness and the quietness, because this is not a major city here in Switzerland, so there's just something about that that just makes it very special. It's also part of the oldest town in Switzerland, so you can't beat that. I guess this is it for today's video. Thank you all for joining me. I've had an extraordinary time here today on this vlog. Express, Tirano, Liechtenstein, and wrapping it up here. I am really happy I didn't just put that a miss, because I think a lot of people do that, and this is a good hub to get lots of trains to different places, and I actually decided to stay and have a little stroll around, and it was a fun, fabby time. So anyways guys, if you did enjoy this video then guys, please hit that like button, share it with your family and your friends, and subscribe, because we've got one more video coming your way for Switzerland on this Interrailing adventure. So if you want to see Zurich and Basel, then please hit the notification bell and stay tuned for next week's vlog. Anyways, peace out, catch you later. Oh wait, bye!
You come fly away with me. Imagine all the things that we could see. Yeah, don't you know that life's a dance? Come take my hand and fly away.